This part of the lecture is dedicated to a crucial final step in post-production that converts your project into playable format. After hours of editing, color grading, and audio mixing, the right export settings ensure that your project is viewed as intended. One of the primary considerations when exporting is where the video will be distributed, as different platforms have different technical requirements. For example, a file exported for the web needs to be compressed efficiently for streaming, whereas a cinema expert must maintain the highest quality possible. Exporting is more than just clicking a button. It involves selecting the right format, codec, resolution, and other settings to suit your video's needs. The wrong export settings could distort colors, compress audio, and could result in a loss of quality, incorrect aspect ratio, or even playback issues on certain devices. When exporting video, two of the most important terms you will encounter are format and codec. The format refers to the container that holds the video, audio, and sometimes metadata. Common formats include MP4, MOV or MOV, AVI, and MKV, each with its own strengths depending on the use case. For instance, MP4 is widely used for web delivery, while MOV is preferred for professional environments. A codec, on the other hand, is the algorithm used to compress and decompress the video file. Popular codecs include H.264, H.265, and ProRes, each of which serves different purposes. H.264 is a versatile codec known for maintaining quality while compressing files to smaller sizes, making it ideal for web delivery. ProRes, however, offers less compression and is often used for professional editing and high-end post-production workflows. Choosing the right combination of format and codec will depend on the target platforms and the level of quality you want to maintain. Different video formats serve different purposes in terms of file size, quality, and compatibility. MP4 is one of the most commonly used formats today, especially for online video platforms like YouTube, Vimeo, and social media. This format, often paired with the H.264 codec, offers a good balance of quality and file size, making it perfect for streaming. MOV, on the other hand, is favored in professional environments, especially when paired with the Apple ProRes codec. This format is used in many editing programs due to its high quality, low compression ratio, which is ideal for post-production workflows like color grading. AV is another format that offers high quality, but the file sizes tend to be much larger, which can be a limitation for web-based projects. It's often used in specific workflows, particularly when high fidelity is prioritized over the file size. MKV format is typically used for storing video files with multiple audio tracks, subtitles, and metadata, making it a preferred format for archiving or streaming with multiple language options. Additionally, for cinema experts, DCP Digital Cinema Package is used, as it ensures that the video plays at the highest possible quality in theaters. Each of these formats has specific use cases, and it's important to know when to use each to ensure the final video meets the platform's technical requirements. When exporting video for the web, the goal is to find the right balance between quality and file size, as larger files take longer to load and can affect streaming performance. Resolution is an important factor to consider, with 1080p or dimensions 1920 by 1080 being the standard for most online videos. However, platforms like YouTube also support 4K resolution or dimensions 3840 by 2960, which is becoming more common for higher-end content. The bit rate of your export, which determines the amount of data used per second of video, should also be set appropriately. For a 1080p export, a bitrate between 8-12 megabits per second is recommended to maintain good quality without excessively large file sizes. For 4K exports, the bitrate should be higher, between 35-45 megabits per second, to ensure that the extra detail is preserved. It's also crucial to select the correct format, with MP4 H264 being the most common choice for web-based delivery due to its efficient compression. The frame rate should match the original footage, typically 24, 30 or 60 frames per second, depending on the style and platform. Many editing programs also offer presets specifically designed for different online platforms, streamlining the export process by automatically adjusting these settings. Broadcast exports come with more stringent technical requirements to ensure the video meets broadcast standards. For most television networks, the standard resolution is 1080p, dimensions 1920 by 1080. Although some broadcasters may still use 720p or require high resolution for premium content. The preferred format for broadcast is typically MOV or MXF, as these formats support high-quality exports without much compression. For codecs, ProRes or DNx HD is usually required for broadcast content, as they provide a higher bitrate and better color depth than H264. The bitrate for broadcast should be set significantly higher than for web exports, generally between 50-100 megabits per second, to ensure the highest possible quality. Additionally, broadcasters often have specific requirements for the frame rate, which is typically 29.97 frames per second in NTSC regions and 25 frames per second in PAL regions. Our region is PAL2, PAL. Ensuring the correct color space is also vital for broadcast, because this is a specific range of colors that can be used in a video or image. It defines how colors are represented and ensures consistency when displaying visuals on different screens, such as TVs, monitors, or projectors. For example, Rec 709 is common color space used for HD video, while Rec 2020 is used for 4K and HDR content, allowing for a wider range of colors. Choosing the right color space ensures that the colors in your video look the way you intend them to, no matter whether it's viewed. In most cases, broadcasters will provide detailed specifications, which need to be followed exactly to avoid rejection of the final product and, of course, that you will not have then frustration. Cinema requirements: the highest quality export settings at the video will be displayed on large screens where every detail is visible. The standard resolution for cinema is 4K. 4096 by 2160, this is a dimension. But high resolutions may also be used depending on the production. DCP, Digital Cinema Package, is the most common format for cinema distribution. DCP is a collection of digital files that include the video, audio, subtitles, and metadata, ensuring that the final presentation meets the high-quality standards of cinema projection. The JPEG 2000 codec is used for DCP files, as it provides excellent compression while preserving the fine details and color fidelity needed for large screens. Bitrate in cinema can range from 250 400 megabits per second or even higher, as quality is prioritized over the size. Frame rate can vary, but most films are projected at 24 frames per second to maintain the cinematic look. Sound is often exported separately in 5.1 surround sound or 7.1 channels to enhance the cinematic experience. The video must undergo a final color check to ensure consistency when projected, as differences in lighting condition in theaters can affect the perceived colors and brightness of the footage. Now coming to audio considerations. When exporting video, it's important not to overlook the audio settings, as they can make or break the viewer's expectations and experience. Sample rates refer to the number of audio samples captured per second during the analog to digital conversion process. They are measured in hertz. In simpler terms, the sample rates determine how many times the audio signal is sampled per second, or the number of snapshots taken to recreate the original sound wave. While bit depth determines how many amplitude values each of those snapshots contain, it indicates the precision and dynamic range of the digital audio signal. Together, bit depth and sample rate work together to determine audio resolution. The audio bitrate determines the quality of the sound, and for web content, a bitrate between 128–320 kilobits per second is typically sufficient. However, for broadcast or cinema, the audio bitrate may need to be higher, around 384–512 kilobits per second, to ensure clear, high-quality sound. The sample rate should be set to 48 kHz, which is standard for most professional productions, though 44.1 kHz may be used for online content. Another important consideration is whether the audio should be stereo, 2 channels, or surround sound 5.1 or 7.1 channels. Stereo is sufficient for most web videos, while surround sound is essential for cinema and some broadcast productions. Audio normalization, which ensures consistent volume levels across different scenes, should also be applied during the export process. Additionally, when exporting for platforms like YouTube, consider whether to include compressed or uncompressed audio formats, with AAC being a popular choice for online use. Ensuring that the audio matches the quality and intent of the video is key to delivering a polished final product. The next topic is presets in editing software. Most editing software, such as Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut, and DaVinci Resolve, includes export presets for common platforms and formats. These presets automatically adjust the export settings to match the technical requirements of platforms like YouTube, video, Facebook, and broadcast stations that you don't need to type it manually. For instance, Premiere Pro offers a YouTube 1080p preset that optimizes the file size and quality specifically for YouTube's recommended upload settings. Similarly, Apple TV 4K presets adjust for the high resolution and codec requirements of streaming platforms. These presets save time and ensure the settings are accurate, especially for beginners. However, advanced users may want to tweak these settings manually to achieve the exact look and feel they desire. Even though presets can be convenient, it's important to understand what they do under the hood, such as adjusting the bitrate, frame rate, and codec, so you can modify them if necessary. Many platforms also regularly update their requirements, so it's important to stay informed about any changes that may affect your export process. Even with right settings, sometimes issues arise during the export process. One common problem is the video appearing too dark or washed out after export. This could be due to mismatched color spaces, where the project is Rec. 708 but it's being displayed on device expected a different color profile. Another frequent issue is audio sync problems, where the audio does not match the video. This could result from incorrect frame rate settings during export. Compression artifacts can also appear when the bitrate is set too low, leading to blocky or pixelated video, especially in scenes with a lot of motion. File corruption may occur if the export process is interrupted or if there is no enough storage space on the disk. Another issue can arise from aspect ratio distortions, where the video appears stretched or squished. This usually occurs when the export settings don't match the project's resolution or aspect ratio. Regular saving export presets that work well and keeping an eye on system resources during export can help mitigate many of these issues. To ensure the best results when exporting your video, always tailor your settings to the specific platform where it will be distributed, a streaming service, social media, broadcast, or cinema. When in doubt, prioritize quality over file size, but keep in mind that excessively large files can pose difficulties for web uploads or digital transfers. Always preview your exports on multiple devices to catch potential issues before they reach the final audience. It's also a good idea to export short test clips before committing to a full export, especially when working with long or complex projects. Finally, stay informed about the latest updates in export settings for the platforms you use most frequently. As technology and standards change over time, proper export settings are essential for ensuring that your creative vision is fully realized no matter where your video is viewed. Pay attention to the recap and recap questions because they will help reinforce your understanding of the key concept we've covered. Take the time to review and think critically about the material. See you in the next chapter.